Hello everyone, welcome to the first Mr. HTML helper tutorial. This is the latest in the long line of, well, when I say long, I've got two other channels of Mr. GIMP helper channels. That's Mr. Helper channels. It's Mr. GIMP helper and Mr. I've completely forgotten. Vegas helper. And the reason I'm different from any other tutorial maker is because I'm clinically insane. So today we're going to be learning about pop-ups and buttons. So and I'm using Dreamweaver. You can use whatever you want. You can use Notepad as well if you must. But basically anything will work. But Dreamweaver is the best. So after the body tag, we're going to press enter 3 times. Then on the middle line, which if you use in Dreamweaver will be line 9 or 10. 10 if there's a space between the head and the body. I don't like that space. So first of all, we are going to make the link to the pop-up. So we need to add a href, which is short for HTTP reference, I believe. So a space href equals quotes JavaScript colon void open brackets on click with a small o and a big C. Now we need to add the on click. I'm going to explain what all of this means in a minute. So, on click with a small o and a big C equals open double quotes window. Well, it's actually one quote, but I'm going to call it double quotes for the moment. Dot open brackets. Then you want to do the single quote. If you're using Windows, that's the one between the hash and the colons. Now we need to type in the URL. For this example, let's set it to Google. Then we need to close a single quote, comma, open single quote. We'll just give it a name because we have to. Close quote, colon, open quote. So let's set the width to 600, the height to 400. Scroll bars equals no. Status equals no. Resizable equals yes. Close single quote, close brackets, close double quote, close tags, enter twice, and then end the href. Now what does this mean? JavaScript colon void open brackets on click. That means that all the information that is needed is in the on click reference, which is next to it in the same tag. On click means when it is clicked. Window.open means it's going to open a window. That's URL, that's a short name for it. Width, that's obviously the width of the pop-up. The height is the height of the pop-up. Scroll bars means whether there are any scroll bars, you know, these things. Status bar means whether there's a status bar, like one of these things. And resizable means whether it's resizable, a bit like this. Now we are going to introduce a button to the equation. So how do we make a button? Well, first of all, we start tag, put caps lock on because it's easy. Input type equals quote button, not in caps lock. Name, this is the short name for it, equals let's just call it button. Value, this is what is said inside the button. Click here to see a pop up. And then finally on click, click, just the same as we made the on click up there, equals, open brackets, click function, and then we can close that by doing a space slash then end tag. Now let's hit refresh at the bottom. You'll see we got the button there. It looks like that because of the theme that I'm using on my computer. So now that we've done that, we can go to File, Save As. Yeah, and I'm just going to call it Pop Up. I'll replace that. That's one I was testing earlier. And let's go ahead and preview it in our web browser. Click here to see a pop-up. Click on it. And as you can see, Google loads. And that's a very nice picture. I really, really wish it was like that where I am. So, yeah, that's basically it. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, and Merry Christmas!